Hello, everyone. We made it to the weekend. I'm Courtney Courtwright, and thank you so much for joining me for 9 on the positive side. Here's your feel-good news for the day. It's been really busy in Morehead City. 2 popular fishing tournaments drew thousands to town, with the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament coming to an end this weekend and the Kelly Wagner Lady Angler Tournament, or KWLA, wrapping up last weekend. The KWLA hitting a new record this year with 215 boats and more than 800 women registered. Anglers were out as early as 4 o'clock in the morning looking for a big catch. Tournament officials say the KWLA is one of the biggest ladies-only events in the world.
Why behind our tournament as we celebrate 25 years and a record-breaking year with 215 boats and over a $300,000 prize. We just want to take a moment to reflect that our why for all of this is to give back to our local community and our charities, the Carteret Healthcare Cancer Center for patient comfort and care.
For a list of winners for the KWLA and the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament, just head over to our website, WNCT.com. And speaking of some competitors in this year's KWLA, competitors all have a different reason for participating this year. For the crew on the Captain Stacy, their mission, living their life to the fullest, because some of the crew knows what it's like to fight cancer. The Delta Health Foundation giving cancer survivors and caregivers an opportunity to fish in the KWLA this year.
Build these memories that we can share from now until forever. As long as we're here, and that's going to be my story. I'm going to tell everybody about it. Live every day. Spread happiness and love, because there's not enough. And if everybody did it, could you even imagine this place?
The Delta Health Foundation hopes to make this an annual event. We have more information on our website, WNCT.com. Weddings often take months or years of planning, but when one patient at the UNC hospital in Chapel Hill was too sick for the wedding she planned, a team there scrambled to put a ceremony together in less than a week. Maggie Newland shows us.
It may not be the place anyone expects to get married, but with a few decorations and a whole lot of determination, the chapel at UNC Hospital can transform into a wedding chapel.
Anyone who heard about it really wanted to help and make this happen.
Sophie Austin has seen a lot as an ICU nurse, but she's never been part of a ceremony quite like this. Her patient, Maria Sippel-Leon, is undergoing extensive treatment for cancer, and when it became clear that she couldn't leave the hospital for her wedding, her family, friends, and care team brought the wedding to her.
Everyone sort of came together. One of the medical students on her team brought in a cake. One of the residents on her team came in and brought this bouquet of flowers that she had picked from her own yard. The nutrition services went out and got some cupcakes.
They expected a small ceremony attended mostly by hospital employees and a few family members. But as Maria made her way toward the hospital chapel,
there was scores of people just lining the halls, all these people that came together just to be there for her.
Like weddings everywhere, the ceremony brought smiles and tears, not just to the couple's loved ones, but to the healthcare workers who helped make this all happen.
Most of the service was in Spanish, but he spoke to those of us in the medical field for a few minutes in English.
The emotion needed no translation.
The absolute abundance of just love that was there.
Which is, after all, what weddings are all about, no matter where they take place.
And that was Maggie Newland reporting for us. One Havelock woman's passion is helping serve her community, and she's doing it through a new soup kitchen. The Gathering Place is a community outreach kitchen and outreach center. Their doors officially opened last week. They offer hot meals and other resources to all.
It has really been a growing problem in the last 2 or 3 years, the amount of homelessness we're seeing and the growing food insecurity with the rising cost of groceries and joblessness. It's really become an issue. It's very exciting to be involved and be able to give back and help people.
So far, they've served more than 100 people. The Gathering Place is located on Trader Avenue in Havelock. It'll be open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. Raising money for furry friends who help law enforcement keep our community safe. That's the goal of the Friends of Craven County Sheriff's Office. They held a fundraising event last week at Creekside Park in New Bern. We're told the money will allow the K-9 unit and animal protection services to grow.
The main thing with canines is they protect the officers. So that is a given, an absolute given, knowing that they have that extra protection. So in cases of apprehension, when you're going after a suspect or a suspect is running, it really does help the officer because dogs know where they go. They have that scent. We humans, we don't have that luxury.
Local vendors, canine demonstrations, and dog adoptions were also at this event. A lot of us are feeling the impacts of high gas prices. In Texas, one man is helping drivers stranded on the roads. It's part of Coda Mosley's everyday job. Coda Mosley works with the city's Courtesy Patrol service. He heads out in the morning, filling up that red gas can to go out and give to others who need it. Over the past year, he's seen a change in his calls.
It's been a little bit more gas than flat tires. Gas prices going up. A lot of them just, like they'll say, we'll just try to make it, and they just don't. I've been doing this going on 15 years, and it's never a dull day, and you never get tired of that feeling of helping people. It feels real good.
And some are calling him a gasoline guardian angel for his help out on the road. Now back here in our state, one city is welcoming new things in their downtown area. There are still some local places in town that people continue to go to. In downtown Kannapolis, one restaurant is serving up a combination of cake and barbecue. Yeah, cake and barbecue. Maureen Wurst has this story.
There are some things that just go together. A sunny day and an open road. Fried chicken and biscuits.
Hey, Bubba, you got some buckets?
And over at Fieldhouse Barbecue in Kannapolis, it's cake and barbecue.
Been doing it my whole life. It's fun. I mean, really.
He's known as the Cake Man.
They give me so many names around here, it's unreal.
And JP Powell says it is unusual, all the options they have here.
Cakes, barbecue, ice cream. We got a little bit of everything.
But everyone loves it.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's the best food in town.
They've been off of South Cannon Boulevard since 1998. And Sheila and David Blackwelder come here a couple of times a month.
They have a senior special on Wednesday, and I generally get that.
It's the place for the locals, for the folks who've called Kannapolis home for years. Many saying the history of their town is bittersweet.
My mom, she worked in the mill for years, and you know, it was kind of sad. I mean, it really was. You grew up, your grandparents worked there. I mean, it's just a real sad thing.
Just finally died out completely because of that.
But even with the closing of the mill, they stayed.
I have lived here for, I hate to say this, but it's 73 years as of this month.
And everyone has their reasons why.
David. That's why I'm here.
But what it comes down to,
ever since I was about 3 years old,
is that home and the feeling it gives you is worth staying for.
And that was Maureen Wurst reporting. Many people have participated in all kinds of eating contests. Some of the world's top eaters competed in Texas to see who could eat the most egg rolls in only 8 minutes. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. The #2 ranked competitive eater in the world, Jeffrey Esper, won with a total of 32 egg rolls. Yeah, imagine that. The top-ranked female competitor eater in the world, Miki Suru, finished second, eating almost 29 egg rolls. And speaking of food, an Illinois grocery store has set a new Guinness World Record, giving a whole new meaning to, quote, a bunch of bananas. A Jewel Osco grocery store in Westmont is the ripest member of the Guinness World Record, with the world's largest display of bananas. It took the store about 3 days and around 70,000 pounds of bananas to create that display that you're seeing right there. The winning fruit will now be given away to customers, and it will also go to a food bank in the area. They call him Subway Sam. Coming up, what he's challenging people to a game of and life lessons he's sharing. And later,
I held it this way and I felt something.
finding something unexpected in new furniture that this woman did to earn a big reward. Welcome back. They call him Subway Sam. Monday through Friday, New Yorkers can find him outside the station with his chessboard ready to play. Monica Morales has this story for us.
He sets up a folding table and offers a free game of chess to any New Yorker up for the challenge. Warning, he is a master. He's competed against hundreds of New Yorkers. For him, it's more than a game of chess, but a way to bring community together. In Chelsea on 14th Street and 8th Avenue, New Yorkers are usually in a hurry. But this Harlem man says it's the perfect place to meet and compete with the best chess players in the world.
I'd say 90% of chess is paying attention.
He's known on the streets as Subway Sam. He's offering relief for stressed out strap hangers with a mind game of strategy to distract and connect.
Maybe Subway Sam will be the one to teach me.
He wears a suit, he says, because he's all business. Chess is more than a passion for Subway Sam. It's his obsession.
That's a way to break down barriers and stereotypes. Because a lot of people, they don't look like they can play, but it might be the best in the world.
5 years ago, Subway Sam says he learned how to play to help relieve stress. When COVID hit the city, he hit the streets with his board and books he sells. Now he's here every day for hours.
They don't have time, so I tell them, listen, I got a clock, 2 minutes. We can play real fast.
His first match of the day was with this German tourist. It's got to be fast, and he can't be disturbed by sirens. People stop and stare at his genius.
I'm just afraid I'm going to lose in the next 5 moves, but let's see how it goes.
You got to stay focused and keep your head in the game.
Subway Sam won, but he says it's not about that.
You have a respect for people's brilliance.
This woman said she was on her way to an appointment but didn't know how to play.
In 2 minutes, you can teach me? Okay.
Come on over.
Give you 2 minutes.
Subway Sam says with every opponent,
that's the queen.
Yes.
There's a lesson also in humanity. In a fast-paced world, the New York Minute can mean the world.
You got to bring positive energy, and then you attract positive energy.
Thank you so much.
Sam says the average length of a chess game is between 2 to 5 minutes, and most people want to stay longer, but they have to catch a train. He recently started an Instagram page. If you want to check it out, just go to my Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Monica Morales TV, and we'll link you there. In Chelsea, Monica Morales, Pix 11 News.
And I can...
Meet Neil Nayar. The 16-year-old is from California, and you could say he's pretty talented if you just listen to what he just did. He knows how to play 107 instruments. His love for music started at an early age. Neil signed a contract to score 2 separate films, and he's also dreaming big things for his future in playing music. Ahead of 9 on the positive side, have you ever heard of forklift racing? We'll show you the friendly competition going on in Minnesota. Plus, a contest for our 4-legged friends you don't want to miss. There's a little friendly competition going on at one senior living facility in Minnesota. 2, 1, go! I just love this. I hope you will too. Residents at Carver Senior Living Facility are packing this room. Just look at them. They're enjoying the River Rats, a forklift racing team. Now, every Thursday at 1 o'clock, they're facing off virtually against another group of seniors in Minnesota and in Wisconsin. They use remote-controlled forklifts to pick up loads and place them around their arena. The first team to deliver all 4 loads to a new location wins.
Harder than it looks. You got to be seriously aware of whether you want to go forwards or backwards, whether you want to turn left or right.
And they look like they're doing a pretty good job of it. The National Forklift Racing League was created to help seniors exercise hand-eye coordination while building camaraderie. A California woman finds a big surprise hidden in a chair. The woman got the chair for free on Craigslist. As Rena Nakanko shows us what it was full of.
In late April, Vicky Umodu moved into a home in Colton to be closer to her grandchildren. To fill her empty house, she searched on Craigslist and found a free section.
The first thing that came to my mind was, oh, gimmick, and I just said, let me just call them and see.
It turns out the man on the other line, who wishes to remain anonymous, was getting rid of things owned by his uncle, who recently passed away. Umodu asked him for the entire living room set. He said, take it.
It was very nice of him. I told him I'm really, really grateful.
A week later, on May 18th, Umodu began rearranging the furniture.
I held it this way and I felt something.
Inside, she found a bag full of envelopes. In it, $36,000.
Started calling my son, come, come, come.
Within seconds, her son was on the phone with the chair's former owner. Umodu says she immediately invited the man over to her house to retrieve the envelopes. When he came into the kitchen, he saw this empty space.
He gave the money for us to buy the fridge.
Umodu says together with the man, they found the perfect refrigerator for $2,200. He just gave her the cash.
I wasn't expecting a dime, honestly speaking. I didn't expect him to give me anything.
$36,000 is a lot of money. Money Umodu could have kept and no one would have known. But she says that never even crossed her mind.
I just think he's just doing the right thing.
In Colton, I'm Rena Nakano.
Coming up next on 9 on the positive side, a few stories dedicated to our furry friends, including a special birthday for one of our WNCT dogs. All right, check this out. Some of the best canine athletes in the western part of the U.S. are showing off their skills. It's all for the 25th annual Purina Pro Plan Incredible Dog Challenge and Surf Competition. Wow, look at their skills. There are several events, including high-flying disc routines, agility courses, and dock divings, where dogs take a running leap off a 40-foot dock into a 19,000-gallon pool of water. And if you're a dog lover, you're going to want to see this adorable contest in Huntsville, Alabama. Let's take a closer look. An animal shelter as well as a radio station there hosted the cutest dog pet contest. The event also included dog trainers, face paintings, games, and food. Money raised will benefit dogs in the area. And what's a contest without prizes, of course? There were trophies for first, second, and third place winners, and those winners got a gift basket. She's new to the 9 on Your Side family, and I think she needs an afternoon nap. I might be a little biased because this is my puppy, Maple. Oh, from celebrating my 1-year anniversary here at WNCT, now we're marking another special occasion. This one in the WNCT pet family, Maple's birthday. She's 1 year old. And for those of you who don't know, Maple is my dog. We first introduced you to her when we started 9 on the positive side. Believe it or not, almost a year ago. And wow, boy, does time fly. They grow up so big, right? And things haven't really changed much. She still loves to snuggle, play, and of course loves her naps. And she loves to hang out with her best friend Bella, who is our morning anchor Julianne Dell's dog. And they are just so cute and so funny together. So happy birthday to my dog, Maple. And thanks for watching 9 on the positive side. But before we go, enjoy this cute video of some sea turtles being released back into the water from here in ENC at Surf City Beach Access Point. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next week.